EnglishSimmer here, and happy Sunday to you all. As it's a Sunday and as it's been a while since I last just sat down and chatted with you guys, I'm gonna do a Q&A, which is gonna be fun. So I asked you guys to ask me questions over on Twitter, and I've picked some of my favorites that I'm sure you guys will enjoy hearing the answers to. So we're just gonna chill out. It's a no makeup Sunday relaxed video where I'm just gonna go through questions you guys have asked and answer them for you all to enjoy for your own entertainment. So first off, this is a question that I actually get asked like quite a lot. This was from Carly, and it says, have you ever cried over the death of a sim? I don't think I ever have. I've been like emotional when a sim's died, I mean, but I don't think I've ever cried over one. There was this couple in The Sims 3 that were a current household of mine. If you have seen all my current household videos, you wouldn't know them. It was Noah and I can't remember what the wife was called, but Noah was like my bae and I loved him. And when they passed away, I was a little bit heartbroken. Also Jack and Elsa, also a little bit heartbroken when they passed away, but I don't think I've ever like full on cried. I have cried at video games before, like the ending of season 1 of The Walking Dead by Telltale. That had me in absolute tears. I've definitely cried at that, but I don't think I've ever cried at like a sim passing away. Next up we have Josh, and Josh asks, what is your favourite movie genre? I don't really have a favourite movie genre. I pretty much watch anything that I think appeals to me. I would watch a drama. I'm not so much on action. Like some action films, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy them, but action is probably like one of my least favorites. Western I like never watch. I don't even know what genres there are. I like soppy romance and kids movies. I just like a lot of films, comedies. I just watch whatever I think I'm gonna enjoy, basically. What was the last book I read? The last book I read, and I'm still reading, is the last Harry Potter. I'm on the Deathly Hallows. I'm still reading it right now. It's taking me forever because I have so much going on at the minute. But I've just done my first full read through of Harry Potter and I love it. It's amazing, and that's the book that I'm reading currently. The last book I read before that was Anna Kendrick's autobiography? Yes, because she wrote it herself. So Anna Kendrick's book, which is hilarious, and I highly suggest it and cannot recommend it enough. Anna Kendrick is a babe. Her book is brilliant, so funny and so like heartfelt and Kendricky. I just love it. And my favourite authors. I have a big thing for chick lit. So I read a lot of chick lit, like romance, summer romances, you know, when you can just relax in the sun and get carried away in somebody else's love life. So the whole crew, like Jojo Moyes, I'm trying to think of the others. There's like Jojo Moyes, Paige Toon, Ali Harris, I think her name is, maybe. All of that lot. Tom Fletcher's wife, Giovanni Fletcher. All of that lot I like crave. Like, I love their romance stories. They're just great. They make me laugh. I love anything like that. So Thomas asks, how did you meet Danny? Dan and I met online. We started talking, then we stopped talking for like a month, and then on Tumblr she reblogged a post about The Wolf Among Us, and I messaged her like, oh my god, how have we not fangirled over The Wolf Among Us yet? Like, this is amazing. And then we just started talking, and the rest is history, as they say. So yeah, it's been a year with Danielle. It's been incredible, and that is how we met. Cryptic Kaid, I think that's how you say your name. I'm so sorry if I just butchered that. But you asked, what was the first Sims challenge you completed? I didn't do any in The Sims 3, so the first one I did was actually one on my channel, and that was a Runaway Teen challenge. That was my very first challenge. It did really well, considering I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, I got the gist of the challenge, but I had never played with like set goals. I was so used to storytelling that it was kind of a mix between the two, but that's how I make my challenges anyway. So my very first one was the Sims 4 Runaway Teen Challenge, which to this day I still really like that challenge, and I will still go back and watch those videos myself because I really enjoy them. As big-headed as that sounds, I do really still like the series. Emma Whitehead is asking the real questions here. So she put, are there any funny / embarrassing stories from your childhood that we could learn a life lesson from? I'm sure there are plenty that you guys could learn a lesson from. I've fallen out of a tree trying to impress my friends climbing up it and then fell out of it. I mean, that was slightly embarrassing because I used to be really good at like climbing trees. Like, me and my friends would do it all the time, and falling out was pretty bad. Also, I'm trying to think, there is a really embarrassing one, but I kind of don't want to tell that on the internet, so I'm gonna save that one. Maybe if you ever meet me personally, I might tell you if you ask to hear it, but I won't tell the internet because you do not need to know the ins and outs of that story from when I was about 7 years old. But there was another incident where I was on a beach with my brother and mum. We had just gone for a day trip to Wales. Wales is like an hour and a half away from me driving, so we used to go on day trips quite a lot. And I went on a day trip to a beach which was Prestatyn Beach. If you guys know Wales, then you will know Prestatyn. So whilst I was at Prestatyn, my brother wanted to go rock pooling, and they had like these massive boulders which have rock pools in and stuff. So he was like, yeah, Molly, come along. My brother was older, and we went. And then as we were trying to climb up the rocks, we had to go through the water, but I think there was an oil spillage or something like that. The water was really gross. It was black. It was like sludge. It wasn't actually water, it was sludge at this point. And I think there had been an oil spillage, so it was all grimy and you couldn't see anything because it was black. And my brother was already up on the boulders at this point, like in the rock pools, and I was trying to climb up. I had gone around and it was like probably only up to like my shins, so it really wasn't that deep. But I stood on something and slipped over a rock, and then I fell. And do you know like when rocks have those little like things on them, barnacles? The rock was covered in barnacles. I fell, scraped both my shins on these barnacles, and I have never seen as much blood in my entire life. Like, it was just a graze, but it looked so much worse because obviously water mixed with oil mixed with blood looks like a horror movie. So I was like hobbling back up the beach. I was only like 7 or 8. I was hobbling back up the beach, and this old woman, bless her heart, stands up from her deck chair and was like, oh sweetheart, do you want to sit down? Let me let you have my seat, and I'll go get your mum for you. And it was so embarrassing. Like, this 90-year-old woman who was like so frail had to give me her deck chair and then go get my mother for me because my legs were literally covered in blood. You could not see my shins for blood. It was awful, and I was so embarrassed because I was like a tough kid. Like, I was a tomboy. I never liked to cry. Like, I didn't cry that much. I'm a big wuss nowadays. I cry at everything. But when I was little, I would hate crying, and I was in tears. Oh no, I was trying to hold back my tears. It was just awful. I was like bright red in the face. Such a horrendous memory. Even going back to it now gives me the shakes. That poor old lady who had to give up a deck chair. I mean, bless her heart, it was a very nice thing of her, and she probably saved my legs that day. Paige asks, favorite non-Sims YouTube channels. I've been watching YouTube a lot recently, like way more than usual. And my favorite non-Sims ones, Good Mythical Morning, love those guys so much. Alexis Gzol I've been watching. Now This Is Living, who is Shannon. You guys should go check out all these people because they're all great. I've also been really enjoying Alfie Days' daily vlogs at the minute. I was watching Casey Neistat's daily vlogs. Obviously he stopped daily vlogging now, so I kind of left his channel a little bit. Braille skateboarding I've been obsessed with. They just do the most ridiculous stuff, and it takes me back to like the 2 years that I was really into skateboarding. So it's nice to like watch those kinds of videos still. So yeah, I've been actually watching a lot of YouTube at the moment. Miranda Sings, Colleen, a lot of people, mainly vloggers. But yeah, I've really been enjoying YouTube at the moment. Luke the Plumbob. Hey Luke, you say best simming moment / memory of 2016. I have a top 3. I mean, they were the 3 main things to happen to this, well, me and the simming community. So number 1 is Simmers Meetup. I freaking love that event. I'm so sad that it ended and we won't be having one this year, but it was super fun and I'll always remember that like forever. It was just incredible to meet so many friends, so many of you guys, just chat and geek out about The Sims. I freaking love that event, and although it's gone, I have some great memories from it. Number 2 is going to the City Living event down in EA in London. That was really cool to check out San Myshuno and write some articles on it, do some videos on it. I really enjoyed that. And number 3 was Gamescom, purely because I got to go into like the EA like special bit, like where all the employees are and stuff. Like I would look over one direction and like the CEO of EA walks past. That was just crazy. I never in a million years thought something like that would happen, yet it did, and it was incredible. And I definitely will not forget Gamescom. It was my first Gamescom. I don't know whether I'll ever get to go back to Gamescom. I mean, I hope, I pray that I will, but it was a very special memory for me. So yeah, Gamescom was another great memory. So those are like my top 3 for YouTube and simming and all of that jazz. Luke says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how English are you? I mean, I don't know. What would you guys rate me? I mean, I don't have like a really posh accent. I mean, I'm from Manchester, kinda don't sound like I'm from Manchester, so I'm doing okay in that regard, but I don't know how English I'd probably say like a 7 or 8. I mean, I'm a strong tea drinker, I eat crumpets, I'll enjoy scones, so I would say a solid 7 or 8 for how English I am. I mean, someone could probably take the title as the most English, and I don't think it would be me, but I'm like, I'm solid. I'm a solid English woman, I can tell you that. I even studied it in university, didn't I? Copper Raven over on Twitter asks, what type of computer do you use? I will leave a link to my specs down below. It's on my YouTube About Me page, so I'll leave a link. It's a custom PC from Cyberpower that they built for me. I chose the specs, they built it and sent it off to me. So that's the computer that I use, and the programs I use. To record, I use NVIDIA ShadowPlay. To edit, I have just started using Premiere Pro, which I've never used before, so I'm kind of getting used to it. And to stream, I use OBS. So those are the 3 things that I use mainly on my YouTube and Twitch. So thank you for your question, and like I said, I will leave the specs down below so you know what computer I have or what components I have in my computer. Jacob asks, would you legit consider a holiday to Oz? Of course, I would freaking love to go to Australia. The only thing is, it's like super expensive to fly from the UK to Australia. I'm sure it's the same from Australia to UK. It's probably one of the most expensive places to get to from the UK, unfortunately, but I would genuinely love to go. I've wanted to go since being a little girl, so yes, I do want to come to Oz. I don't know when, but it's gonna happen at some point. Another fangirl asks, do you think you'll bring back your Young'uns Let's Play for a season 2? Probably. I'm saying probably. I mean, it's probably a yes, but probably. It might be a while, like I might do it in summer, but I definitely want to go back to Young'uns because I really do enjoy it. I kind of ended it because there wasn't a lot going on, and I kind of lost my way with that Let's Play a little bit, so I wanted to take a break from it to really like get my thoughts together of where I want the second season to go. The second season will be focused on the kids of the first generation, but yes, I am hoping to bring back a season 2, and it should be a good one, especially now that we have toddlers. Like, I am super excited to just dive into that and get on it. And finally, to end this Q&A, Mary, I was like, what does that say? But it is Mary. Mary asks, if you could create an expansion pack for Sims 4, how would it be have? So, I get asked this question a lot, and it's difficult because I've seen the work that goes into The Sims 4. Like, I've been lucky enough to speak to animators and creator sim builders and the guys who work on build mode and all of those things. Like, the animations team, holy crap, do they do a lot of work. For a mere, like, even what we think is a mere, like, smile, they'll probably work on it for ages just to get it perfect. So I know what goes into it, so I kind of don't like saying these things because I don't know whether it's possible. Like, I don't know anything about game design, so I really wouldn't know if these things were possible. But I would love to see an activities based expansion, and I know a lot of people don't want that. Like, a lot of people want family and home and that kind of stuff, but I would like to see, like, yes, family infused like things, but I would also like to see, like, sports. Say, I know we have basketball nets, but say, like, being able to play a football match, or being able to go surfing, or just something like that, like a sports pack. I think that could be really cool. I know we're getting bowling soon, which I'm very, very excited for. Bowling seems like such a minor thing, but anything that gets my Sims out of the house that they can do together as a family and doesn't have to involve drinking or clubs, then I am a fan of. Because I feel like we've had a lot of young adult influence things in our game, which is fine, but now I kind of want to focus on other stuff. So I kind of want that family activities that they could do, like more playground things. I'd like to see more stuff for kids, basically. That's what I'm saying here. More things for children. But yeah, definitely something like that, like an outdoor enthusiast type pack where you could do sports and you could go on day trips. Just something to get my Sims out of the house but not drinking, in a way. But like I said, I'm not a game designer and I don't know how easy any of that stuff is. Also, the other day I was having this conversation with another simmer and he said he'd like to see zoos. That would be really cool. If it were done well, I would love to see a zoo. A theme park would be cool, like a carnival type pack. I don't know, there are so many ideas that could be incredible. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I would definitely love something like that. So that's the end of this video, guys. I'm sorry if it was a bit all over the place, but I just wanted to get through as many questions as I possibly could because I know you guys are intrigued by a lot of things. So I just wanted to have a chat, have a nice sit down and just chill out, and I feel like we have done that. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to know any other things, maybe leave a question in the comments down below and I can try and get back to as many of you as possible. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a lovely day and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye, guys!